Okay.
We are live.
Okay. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day from wherever you are joining us from. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. The sun is high up and the weather is hot. But we are here today, as usual, to make sure we keep you guys updated on information. And today we are not going to be going our usual route of just questions on business, but we are having questions cutting across life generally. And with that, I say welcome to another segment of our Go Life. And I am Marian. I'm a wife, a mother. I work in the healthcare sector. I am originally from Nigeria and I now reside here in the US. And I'm also a proud digital business owner. So today we're going to be talking about questions that cut across life generally because every one of us go through some stuff in life. Some of us have faced with some challenges or some questions that come as a result of circumstances we find ourselves. The truth is, asking questions isn't a sign of weakness, it's the beginning of growth. If you agree with me, because in any area of life, be it in business, academics, or anything, there's always a growing process, and that starts with questions. Needing to know exactly what you are going into, what to expect, and how to go about it. So, every person you admire has faced moments of uncertainty, disappointment, and difficult decisions. Every one of us at a point in time had to make a decision. Tough ones, hard ones, some that would take with pain, some would take with joy, but a decision has to be taken at a point in life. So, our amazing viewers, you don't have to have all the answers today to any question you have right now. But you see, what matters is being willing to keep learning. When you are learning, you are growing. And when you are growing, you are taking one step towards your dream, towards your answer, towards the desired response. And when I say learning, it cuts across life. We women will learn how to manage the home. We learn how to balance work and home. And some other people balance work, home, and business. For Naomi here, oh, hold on. Naomi here balances work, life, school, and business. So you see, she has to do a lot of learning how to actually be able to balance the three without having to experience massive burnout. Because you see, everything we do in life comes with some atom of burnout. And so here we're going to be talking to people across with different questions. And so, but having said that, I don't want to take much of your time. I just want to go straight to the point. But I also want to let you know that you don't have to have all the answers, like I said before. You just have to be willing to learn, to grow, and take a step at a time towards your desired destination or desired goals. And then for you, our viewers, let me leave you one question before we hit the program. What's one question about life you've been asking lately? That's one question that hits you when you're sitting there, when you are going through things. One question hits you really hard and you have been pondering on it. We want to be part of that your question because we might have an answer or we might be able to share one or two things that will help you understand better. So share in the comment box and let us get across to you or treat it one way. So with that, I'm going to call on any one of you. When I call you, just kindly introduce yourself and then you will get your questions. So Eunice, let's meet you. Hello.
All right, thank you so much again. Sorry, I'm muted.
Okay.
Thank you very much for having me onto
You're
this call.
welcome.
I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to the time you are all watching me from, and to all our colleagues on this planet. On this platform today. And thank you, especially Miss Miriam, for your consistency. Uh, my name is Eunice, originally from Nigeria. I am a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a teacher, and I love it. I love to be with children, and I'm a proud digital business owner. And again, thank you for having me. Today, I want to be talking about how can I rebuild when losing everything. I am a very good example.
Miss Eunice, don't rush into it. Let me
I'm so
appreciate
sorry.
you. Let me appreciate
Okay.
you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us, on this program. We come on this program, like I said, to share about our business and also to share issues that concern life. So today, Ms. Eunice is going to be talking to you because, see, like I said, life happens to every one of us differently. It might be a different experience, but something is happening to you that might affect you to an extent. But how you handle it might be able to help somebody else. So today I'm asking Ms. Eunice because I know she's likes to do business. So if you come across somebody who's asking you, ma'am, oh, how do you rebuild after losing everything? Maybe you have a business and you lost everything. How do you rebuild, and not be discouraged by the fact that you lost everything? What would be your word to anybody asking that question?
Oh, thank you so much. First
Wow.
of all, I appreciate that because I am a very good example of somebody who started a business, fantastic business, moving on, getting big money, good money, all of a sudden, because of, we are in diaspora and we are an immigrant. There are some things that you are not, that you might not know through ignorance or maybe lack of not doing the research, and you started the business and all of a sudden something happened and everything just phew, just gone within 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 seconds, within minutes. Business that you have labored for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years just gone out of the existence. It can be very painful, but one thing is you have to, number one, you accept what happened, accept it. And one thing is, another thing is, do not remain there. I accepted it. It was painful, very hurtful, very painful, but I don't remain there. I did not allow that to stop me. I put myself together. I encouraged myself because I told myself, should I remain here, get stuck, and then letting the opportunity pass me by, or should I pick myself up again? And I decided to pick myself up. So I came across this online business and I started. And I want you to know that losing something does not define your life. It does not mean you are a failure. It means there are some things that you really need to do that you have not put together, which happened to me. So when I put everything together, I started all over again. And then focus on what you still have. What do you have? You have yourself, you have life. You may lose money, you may lose your job, you may lose business, you may lose an opportunity in that business or in that job, but you still have your life, and you have experience, you have knowledge, you have faith, and you have a determination, and that is what keeps me going. I learned through hard time. I learned from my experience. I asked myself, what this lesson teaches me. It can, what can I do better? What can I do to make a difference? And I started this business. And I know now that one stream of income is dangerous. It's not that enough. So I started this business, and again I am going on with my work. So I kept on going. So I learned through that experience, and I'm adding it to my to this business now. So I started small, and then step by step, when I get into this business, I started building, I started building, I started building, and God has been so good. So one day at a time, consistency, taking action, and is bringing a great result. So, and I want to tell you, people, if you are Yours might not be losing business. It might be something. It might be losing your job or health. Do not allow that to keep you. And then don't allow fear, because I was afraid when I wanted to go into this business. I was afraid, but I summoned courage. Fear want to sweep me up the opportunity, but I made up my mind. I took the action. I made that decision, and faith has been keeping me on up to now. So that's where I am, and I believe that, you know, my story has just started. It's not ending yet. Thank you. That's all I have for now.
That's right, Madam Eunice. That's right. Thank you so much. You see, life happens to people. And like she rightly said, you have to pick yourself up. Like she also said, it could be business, it could be your job, it could be, maybe money, it could be other anything. Because in life, there are times you lose, there are times you gain. So when you're experiencing the time of loss, there's always a need for you to pick yourself up and try to and evaluate, I would say, where did I go wrong, or what did I not do? And then how do I come up back? She said, just pick yourself up and then start again. So, viewers, you heard her. You might be going through some tough times now, but don't let that keep you down. And don't let that be the one that will define you, because you actually could be more if only you pick yourself up and continue the race. With that, I'm going to, go to France. When I say go to France, Hertz happens to be in France. So, bonsoir, Madame Hertz. Tout va bien?
Oui, je suis très bien. Merci.
Okay. Pardon me, viewers, if I digress into French a little bit, because I really need to keep up with my French. Okay. Mon question pour vous, c'est numéro un. Says, how is France responding? Because I know when we talk of life generally, things happening, it could happen to you individually as a person, it could happen to your family, it could happen to your loved one, it could happen to your society or to the country where you live. And we know if we listen to the news, we hear a lot of things happening in various countries. So, and I know France recently experienced some part of, let's say, nature hazard. So I'm asking, France responded to the current events in France? We hear of the recent severe heat wave and extreme weather. So how you guys coping, and what is it like? Let us want to experience it with you. Just give us a feel of what it's really like.
Yes, from the last 2-3 years, I was in US also, and I came back recently in the end of 2025, and I have also seen extreme heat waves here in France as compared to the previous years. I think this may be due to the war in Ukraine, because it's very near to the France, and due to that, I have seen many climate changes in whole Europe. I can say it's not only in France, in whole Europe, these heat waves have been seen, and uh, during these heat waves, the government take so many actions, like they have measures issuing hot heat alerts. I have seen in our schools also, when it was very hot during the days. All the schools, they were closed early, they close the school in the medium at 12. Normally the schools are closed at in the evening, like 4:30 or something like that. But due to heat waves, they close the schools early. Even they restricted parents, if your child is not feeling well, or they are not they are not adapting the climate, you can keep them at home. There is no any pressure on the children, and they were focusing on giving food, and ask the children to remain hydrated at school also. uh, there is no doubt that in Europe there is so much greenery and they have so many trees. I have not seen so much greenery in the US. This thing I was missing over there also. But even though there are so many trees, there is greenery, these heat waves that affected the country, and even the government, they stopped transportation also after afternoon, like from 1:30, after the schools are finished, they stop buses and transportation also to avoid, so that people can stay at home and they can stay hydrated. They think that they are much safer at home as compared to outside. And this thing I really like, that they put efforts for people first. They are not thinking that this can help in losing their economy or like that, but their first preference is the people who are living in the country. And they have also introduced national climate adaptation plan, in which they prepare the country for heat waves, floods, and like that. And the plan includes improving heat resisting housing, planting more trees in cities. Even we have lots of trees, and then also they are focusing on that, and strengthening the infrastructure, adapting workplaces to extreme temperatures, so that everywhere there is the temperature inside is good to stay for the people at home, and even in malls also. Before, we don't even use ventilators or fans. We never used fans here. And but due to these heat waves, now government is introducing air conditioners also, and we have to use, unfortunately, fans at home. And also they are preparing their goal is to for carbon neutrality by 2050, by investing in renewable energy. They are encouraging electric cars, and they are asking people to use more public transportation, so that there is less carbon dioxide, and there is less pollution. Due to pollution also, these heat waves, they increase. And they are doing so many efforts to keep people safe, and wildlife also. They are helping to save the everyone who is living over here. And I think they are taking so many efforts. They are encouraging that people should also help government to deal with the situations like this. I think if people will help government, then it will be more easy for government also to take overcome these type of situations. I have also seen one or two incidents here when there was a fire, and there was so much protection by the government that they never let anyone outside inside the building. They were searching with torches and everything to make sure that not even a single person is in the building, just to protect this. And I think it is the best efforts they are taking for people. And I really like to love to see these efforts of the government. They are helping, because here people are their first priority than anything else. So I think I'm blessed. I'm living here and getting all the facilities, and enjoying the environment
Thank
also. And even by our due to our business, I'm at home, and I'm really blessed. I can enjoy my holidays easily and with my own time and everything. It's really beautiful.
Thank you so much. Our viewers, if you find yourself wanting to know more about weather, please get in touch with this CEO here because she dived into the weather, into the technology, into the heat wave, into the science section. You can depend on her for any information you need in those places. And I'm happy, see, because this heat wave is happening everywhere. But some people don't call it heat wave. They just say, "Oh, the weather is so hot." And in America, yeah, there are days we have heat wave alerts, and then we're told to make sure we stay hydrated. In Africa, we don't know about heat wave. We just know that the weather is hot, and then we're trying to just keep ourselves going. But it's nice to know that the government is trying to find a way to manage the people and the situation because some people just drop, from the heat. They just lump and, it's bad. They end up in hospital. Having said that, let me talk to Miss Naomi, another CEO, because I'm sure she also has something she wants to contribute to this topic. But I'm going to ask you, I'm going to digress back to maybe about the business. Some people want to join to do a business on the side or want to start something, and they're asking themselves, can I start a business when I mean I'm working full time, I'm fully employed. How can I manage, or how can I really do that? What would you really tell them for those who want to do a business and are thinking of how to go about it?
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Miss Miriam. Guys, it's really hot today. I stepped outside and it's like, oh my goodness, my face is just done with the heat. Anyway, coming back to the question, guys, before I even dive in, I'm Naomi, based in Saskatchewan, Canada. I'm a business digital owner as well as a healthcare worker, student, three things, managing all these things at the same time. Guys, how can you, if you're asking yourself, can you build a business whilst you have a full time job? Guys, we have different businesses, okay? The kind of business that you want to join or the kind of business that you want to do depends with what you've seen in it, okay? And how it's going to work for you. Because if you have a full time job, the answer is yes. You can have a side hustle, you can have second stream of income through owning a business. Is it a digital business that you're going to have? Is it an IT business? Any business that you can do, okay? Is it a business of having maybe going into long term care, facilitating and coming up with a facility or a daycare? If you have a full time job, you can do that. But I'll tell you, I'll dwell on what I have right now. How is it that I'm managing doing everything? Okay. I chose a business that doesn't need me to be there every time. Okay. I chose a business that works on automation. I chose a business that works with attraction marketing. Am I working? Yes. I work nights. I work nights throughout. I've taken 4 days off, like it's a surprise. It's a surprise why I've stayed home 4 days. You know, how is this business working for me? Just like I stated earlier, it's because whilst I'm at work, this business is working. Okay? It's automated. How is it automated? We are using the system that has been built in. Okay? It's already built in. The only thing that you're supposed to do is plug in. Plug in, do all your steps, do all your trainings, set up your website, and the funnel will be built for you. You do not need to do any work in this business. 95% of the work has been done for you. Do I handle products? No. Do we have products in in this business? Yes, we do. But do I need inventory? No, I don't need it. Why? Because the system has partnered with a multi-billionaire company which handles the shipping on our behalf, which handles all the tax stuff. If you're going to ask yourself to say, do I need to pay tax? Are you worried of legal complications or tax paperwork? You do not need to handle any of that. Your job is bring yourself. Bring your authentic self, bring your authentic story. You do not have to copy anybody's story. Your story is your story. It's none of anybody's business. Show up, do the trainings, do all the steps that needs to be done until you get your funnel running, then you would have done your work. After that, you are relaxing. You only have 5% to work with, because if you are going to run ads, you have only 1 minute or 2 minutes to do your ad in 1 hour. You need maybe 2 hours to come and check and continue doing the trainings. But once you do all the trainings, the only thing that you need to do is show up, visibility. Okay? And this is how we are managing. You see me coming here on live, you see me going on TikTok. I'm just going there to play. If I go on TikTok, I'm just going there to show my face. Okay? Well, as the business is working on for me behind. So it's working on automation. So that's the reason why I'm saying, yes, if you have a full-time job, you do not need to quit. You can still have a side hustle. You can still plug in to the system, but the kind of system that you're plugging in also matters. If the system works on automation, well and good. You are good to go. If the system does not work on automation, does not work with attraction marketing, does not work with shipping or partnered with other companies, you might need to think twice if you're going to manage that business or not, because at the end of the day, it might be taking up all your time. Okay? But not to say much, our business, my business, works on automation. I don't want to go beyond, or I don't want to go in think deeper. I'll just say it again. Our business, our system has everything. It offers the trainings, the system, the support that you need, and the products. So your part is on the training side to make sure that you get your system up, you get your funnel running, you get your website up. After that, my dear viewers, you are good to go. You only have 5% to deal with. Henceforth, I would say you are seeing us here, you are seeing us every day coming on. Please get in touch with us. If you are curious, you want to know more, I'm not going to mention what happens next. The best thing that you can do is, I'm in Canada, Miss Miriam is in US, Miss Eunice is in the US, Miss Yates is in France. Wherever you may be, whoever the person you're comfortable with, get in touch. We have our websites displayed. Just go on the website and put in your details there. They'll get back to you. We will get back to you. We don't even delay, because we are happy to see people coming in, putting all that information in there. Then we'll get back to you and we'll direct you. Okay? We'll give you all the support. We'll give you the support that you need step by step for you to understand. We have our daily meetings. Wednesdays, we have Zoom meetings, we have webinars. Information is everywhere. So, my dear viewers, if you are watching, please, as we're plugged in, if you have a full time, don't just be comfortable. Do not wait for the letter to find you. A letter of suspension. I'm not going to say a letter of congratulations, because in these countries, there are no letters of congratulations apart from a letter of being saved, or you've been suspended, or you've been
Oh,
fired.
thank you. Mhm.
See? So, from me, it's shalom, shalom. See you next time. I'll hand it over to
Thank you so much. Viewers, you've heard her. She said it all. You see, if you look at the different various questions my panelists have answered, you can only have time for Hetez in France. She gave us so much information. She built in so many aspects that we didn't even ask in the question. How is she possible to do that? Because she's able to have control of her time. So it boils down to the fact that she has a business running on the side that has enabled her to have time to learn. To learn. You know, when you learn, you are growing. When you are growing, you are living the life. And Madam Eunice talked about how to rebuild when you have lost everything. Still boils down to the same thing. You lost everything, but now you are building with intention. You are building with care. You are building and learning the right way to go about it so that you don't end up like you did before losing. So it's still about time, right? And then Naomi talked about you being able to do a business even when you are fully employed as a full-time staff. Because why? You need time. People keep saying, oh, I don't have time to start a business of their own. Oh, I don't have time. I can't really go through the training. You don't have time to build something that is yours, but you have time to help somebody build his own legacy. Are you being fair to yourself or to your kids? Because 5-10 years down the line, like she said, either you get a letter of suspension or a letter of thank you, we don't need your service anymore, or life just happens to you and you cannot continue the job. What happens? So if you're watching us out there, you see our website, any of us that resonates with you, get in touch and we will gladly show you the blueprint that we were showed and will help you get started. Until we come your way another time, from every one of us, bye and stay blessed.